Minions tells the story of the minions from the Despicable Me franchise who are in a constant search for a master they can serve. And while the minions might be the most beloved thing of the Despicable Me franchise, it's certainly a daring task to have a full-length feature film with the minions at the forefront. And the film is certainly of appropriate length in terms of the fact that you can't necessarily understand what the characters are saying, and that allows the film to be incredibly inventive. And yet, as I do believe that the film starts out really well, presenting something incredibly promising to you, it ends up becoming so bizarre and sort of forgets the real story it's trying to tell. Because what's really unfortunate is that the film hits its peak during its opening segment, really tracking the origin in terms of the history of the minions and the various masters they've served. Because after those first 20 minutes or so, when the film packs in almost 1,000 years of story, it does then begin to talk about a particular isolated incident for the next hour or so, which is fine. There's something not necessarily wrong with the film, but the handling of that, not only in the fact that the pace tends to be incredibly inconsistent, but also the fact that it really stretches out elements even longer than they should be for what is an incredibly short film, in which the humor related to the minions is actually incredibly funny, watching them trying to adapt to life as they look for their master, which by the way is set up with incredible convenience. Takes the film to new, inventive, creative ways of basically presenting humor to you in these characters that have to do things that are more on a visual basis. And what might be physical comedy or visual comedy can tend to come across as very slapstick was actually pretty well executed for the most part. However, it's the characters that are not the minions that in fact make this film almost hard to watch, making the film take incredible digressions from what was once a very simple story, while presenting incredibly intense action sequences, does forget about the story of these incredibly simple yet hilarious, entertaining, and lovable characters, which admittedly might run its course through the film, but is ever so bombarded by the film's very own need to throw in a lot of unnecessary elements, which was simply to entertain, which the film manages to do, albeit in bits, making this hilarious tale turn into one that was ever so despicable. I'm gonna give Minions a no.